I'm a wee bit nervous about today's project. I'm about to attempt to repair a steam train for the first time. This kind of runs, but then it doesn't. Wish me luck. Hello YouTubes, welcome to another Fix It Friday. This sad old Loco was gifted to me by James at Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Link up there. It was running, kind of. There was a bit of a problem with the trailing wheels, and now it's just not cooperating with me whatsoever. So let's have a closer look on the bench and I'll tell you what it is and what I'm going to attempt to do to it. So this old boy has obviously seen better days, but it is actually a Bowser, so it's probably got fairly good mechanics going on inside. So my plan is to pretty much strip it down, get right into that motor, clean it, lube it, and also, if it behaves, I'm going to give it a good clean because you can see it's just got years of dust and dirt all over it. Okay, let's begin. How do we get this thing apart? Let us firstly remove the tender so we're not fighting with two things at once. That looks like, I don't even know how that's attached. Let's see if we can get this bit off. Actually, we don't need to take that off. We'll take that screw off instead. That makes more sense, right? And we still have a little wire attached. I wonder if we can disconnect that somehow. I think I might just snip this for now. What am I talking about? There's a screw right there. Let's take that off. See what happens when you just open your eyes. You see things. Okay, let's see if we can remember where everything goes. So the little silvery screw holds that wire in. Right, I'll move that aside for now, work on the Loco. Because I think this, although it's got pickups in the tender, the Loco still runs without it. So if we can get this running first, then that'll be great. First problem is, you see the amount of side movement there on that trailing wheel? I don't think it's supposed to do that. Let's remove that. So we have a nice little brass screw and washer. Put them somewhere safe also. Right, see how that hole is elongated there? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And that could be why that was kind of flopping about. I also think it's supposed to have a spring or something. But I'm not seeing any evidence of a spring ever being there. And this doesn't have pickups, so we don't actually need that to run either. So we're making it lighter if nothing else. Right, I want to get right inside. The wheels are nasty. I don't even know, is that supposed to be a traction tyre? I think it could possibly have been a traction tyre once. Or is it just dirt? Oh my goodness, I think it might just be dirt. Because I don't feel a lip there. It feels the same as the others, so obviously we need to give the wheels a right good clean. And let's see if we can get the top off. Oh, it's already trying to come off. Something holding it in at the front. Where did that screw come from? Anyone? One screw was holding that on, one screw was holding that on. Does it? I'm going to have to look at the video and see where that screw came from. Is it even a screw? Yeah, it's definitely a screw. No idea. I'll need to check the video. Wonderful. Maybe it came from the inside. Or maybe it's holding the back of this on. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the front. Oh, there's a wee screw in there. In the chimney. Let's get that out and hopefully that means the shell will come off. Oh, he's up. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? So we've got a very long screw with a bit of brass pipe for some reason. Let's see if it, oh it does, it comes off. Revealing some wires and a couple of broken wires. So we've got this one here, which is obviously meant to be attached to something. And this one here, which has still got solder on it. So we need to figure out where this one was meant to go. Oh my goodness. I'm guessing maybe one wire was meant to go to that side. So if this wire here was supposed to go around there, maybe? What do you think? It's worth a shot, right? You could fire up the soldering iron, put that wire back on there. Let's see, I think these wires are for the lights, or light at the front. Oh my goodness, I got a big weight flopping about. Let's get this out of the way before it falls on my toe. Yikes. Oop, that would break my toe. So I think what we'll do for now, I'm going to just snip these wires because they're just getting in the way, and I think all they were doing was powering the lights. So I'll snip them, heat up the soldering iron, solder that on, and just try that on the track for now, once I remove that, whatever the heck that is. Okay, see you in a sec. Let us just snip this wire for now. And this one that's been electrically taped up. That's not even that's old Kapton tape. Don't need that at the moment. Let's snip it on the underside of the exposed wire, just in case they flop about and create a short when it's going round the track, hopefully. I'll just, oh yeah, so this is the one that I need to, So I've got a feeling that this is not going to help us because the one that I just snipped was only going to the headlight. Which means I think that one side is picking up power on this side, possibly. No. How is it getting to the motor? This is confusing. You know what? I think I need to put this on the track and just touch wires to things and see if anything moves. The motor itself is rotating freely, so it just needs to get some power, but I don't see where it's getting the power from. Because these two wires here, one of them is going to the tender and the other one was going to the shell, which would imply that that would maybe be the ground. Nope. Let's go to the track, play with some wires. It's highly possible that the reason it wasn't running was that that wire that was detached was just creating a short circuit. Because it was still humming, there was still power getting to it, it just wasn't going to the right place. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This needs a right good seeing to. You see how that front wheel is lifting there every time I try and put the front bogie truck, whatever it's called. Right, we're on this time. Right, let's see what happens with some power. Let's turn the motor a wee bit. Oh, something just popped off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. No, back to the bench. Well, that was a premature test. I think I've made it worse. So these are obviously your brushes, or one of the brushes has popped out because I touched this spring contraption at the top. Oh my goodness, what have I done? You know what, while it's out, might as well clean the commutator. Oh, this is never going to run again. Right, let me get my surgical gloves on. Trying to stick to my rule of always having gloves on when I use that nasty fiberglass pencil to clean things. There. Right, bit of IPA first of all. Got to spread the dirt around as many places as possible, right? That's a gigantic commutator. That's what she said. Oh no, that doesn't work. Right, clean that as much as possible for now. Yuck. Nasty, nasty. Get the fiberglass pencil in there. Oh, tell you what I need. Bit of kitchen roll. Always comes in handy. Right, let's give this a right good clean. This is spinning nice and freely. I think what I'll need to do is grab a couple of wires and test the motor directly, make sure it's spinning, instead of just guessing, you know. Because if the motor spins with wires directly attached to it, then we know that it's not a motor fault. Right, I need to get right into these grooves. Clean out anything that's in there. Okay, so that's nice and clean. Let us obviously need to put the brushes back in. Oh, wondered where the other one was. It's still attached to the wires. Pop him in first. And I'm not sure of the order here because it all kind of sprung out, but let's put the other one in and see if we can get the spring on over the top. How did this go together? I'm guessing it pushes it out the way. We've got these two plastic arms. Was anyone paying attention? Got a feeling one was there. And then the spring was over it. And was the other one inside it maybe? Like that. That would make sense. And then put the brush back in that's fallen out. Okay, so it looks like we have to hold everything together at the same time in the right spot. Put that arm over there. Squash it all together and force that over there. That's not right. Down a bit. Like so. Oh, I don't like that at all. But still, it works. Okay, so I need to attach power there and there. See what happens. Right, take it to the track because I still haven't set up a bench wiry powery thing. So, oh well. See you at the track again. So this is not the best way to do things. Now this wire is still attached to the brush around that side. So I can touch that to that wire and this wire I'm just going to hold it against that brush and attach it to this side and see what happens. So, touch that there, touch that there, give it some power. That's weird, it's moving and I've not even attached this. I have no idea, it must be getting the power through that brass section there. So obviously I don't need this. I'm so confused, how's it getting the power to both sides? I mean, that's full power, it should be going a lot quicker than that, but it could just be down to dirty wheels. So that was the little ping of my power supply cutting out, being overloaded. Let's see what happens when we put this wire on the other side. That was really strange. Oh, it's just humming this time. Try it on the other side again. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research, I think, because this is really bamboozling me. How is it getting power to that side? I don't understand. Okay, research. Okay, I figured it out. This side here is the positive pickup, and it does somehow need to be attached to the tender to get the positive pickup. Which is really bizarre because I could have sworn I had this running without the tender attached. Anyway, this side here, that brass connector there at the top is connected with those screws into a metal U shape that goes down into the frame, and everything here is the negative side. So negative side of the track eventually goes up to there, positive side of the track somehow attaches to the tender or something. It's just weird. Now, let's put some lube in this and see if we can somehow attach this to the tender and get this thing running. I think it just needs a right good clean, to be honest, which is the part I'm fearing the most, because there's a lot of parts in there I don't want to lose forever, but it has to be cleaned. Those wheels are really manky. So I'll be using my fiberglass pencil, isopropyl alcohol, cotton buds, gloves. See you in a bit. So all my wheels are clean and everything they attach to is clean. I had a slight issue because when I took the wheels out, there was no way by looking at it to tell which was the insulated side and which was not the insulated side. So I hooked up an LED and did some magic and I figured it out. The side nearest me is the insulated side. So it must pick up the other side of the power circuit, if you like, from the tender. Had a wee look at the tender, and the reason it's so hard to get this on is all those, see how that spins, by the way? That's got to face the right way, because half of these are insulated as well. On the inside, you will see you see the little white insulators? That needs to be around that side, so they all match. Or do they? I'll check inside to make sure that they both feed from the same side. They must do, right? Anyway, let's try and put it together again. So I've got these laid out, insulated side here, insulated side there, insulated side towards me. All these are insulated, so these are picking up power from the track. Okay, I need to try and figure this out. Good thing is that these two, I don't know what they're called, but the big bars that go across, they're set in place, or set in stone if you like. You can't change where that connects and where that one connects, so we're okay there. And in turn, these are freewheeling until they're attached to these connecting bars. So you can't really mess it up. So I will screw them on, get some lube in there, put that plate back on, take it from there. Okay, that should be enough to see if we're on the right track. See what I did there? We'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario, all I have to do, if these are the wrong way around, is to spin the rear bogies 180 degrees, right? Give it a shot. Should be a bit easier to get on without all the extra wheels. That's going to be another project on its own, getting all them lined up properly. Oh, can you believe it? That wire just snapped. Let me resolder that, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, resoldered badly, but it'll do. Okay, let's get this on the track without tearing the wire off. Wheels on the front, wheels on the back. Right, let's give it some power. Oh, look at that, off it goes. Motor's a wee bit noisy, I don't like that. Might just need run in. I have just reloaded it. Actually, it's getting quieter already. Yeah, that needs a good run, but I'm not going to do that right now. We need to take care of all the other bits and bobs. Namely, the front bogie. Is this still called a bogie? Is it still called a truck? Leading truck, maybe? I don't know. And this. You know, I don't think there's much wrong with this. I think when it was running and it was kind of flopping all over the place, I just did a quick check and the wheels are about 2 miles too far apart. And I think this wheel has actually come adrift from its plastic centre. I wonder if I could just pop that back in. Pretty much there. I wonder how that came apart. That was really weird. Don't think it's quite in yet. Pretty much there though. But I need to make sure it's all the way in because it's going to be a little bit warped if I don't get it all the way around, you know. Yeah, pop it in there. This is daft. I need to take it out to clean it anyway. So, fresh gloves on, clean them up, clean these wheels up. Yeah, that's much better. Check the sizing again and reinstall. See you shortly. Right, I think we're done, except for one more thing. Let's give the old body a bit of a wash, shall we? I might even put another light in there because, you know, I'm in there anyway. A little LED would be just lovely. Let's see what we can do. Nothing too crazy, just some water and a brush. Big brush, wee brush, probably that one will do fine. I'm going to use 2 cups of water, 1 to clean the brush. That makes sense, right? Let's see what we can do with this. Alright, let's see if we can dry this off somehow. Maybe a bit of tissue. I don't think kitchen roll's fine enough to get in there. There we go, it's a wee bit better. Let's see what we can do about this headlight, if anything. I've got a horrible feeling we're not going to be able to get into this. Oh, so that comes off. Don't know if this is going to make it any easier, but at least we don't have to carry about the whole Loco. Oh, I don't think so. I mean, surely that's got to be replaceable, right? What happens if I push it? It is kind of loose. I don't think it's going to come out. I think it's been in there too long. I could just rip it out, yeah. Let's just rip it out. I think it was blown anyway. Just doesn't want to come out. Oh, yeah, it does. Look at that. Okay, right. I wonder if I have got small enough LED to go in there. Let's find out. I have this one. No, this one's going to be too big, or at least the wires are too big. The bulb is fine. But look at all those wires. I wonder. The problem is the resistor on this is sticking through, so I could just relocate the resistor to the inside. Although these wires are huge as well. I don't even know if they'll go in. No, they're not going to go in. Okay, I am going to recreate a bulb, wires, resistor, and I'll see you when I'm putting it all together, okay? And then we'll be ready to do the final test drive. Okay, done my best. We're all back together. I even cleaned the coal and the tender. Let me show you how it looks in the track, and we'll see how it performs, if it performs. Looking rather nice. I gave some of the paint a bit of a touch up, so it looks a bit less shabby. The coal looks a bit less dusty. I had to use one of those grain of wheat bulbs at the front, so I had to just recreate the headlight lens out of hot glue. It'll also stop the bright LED being so, you know, harsh. Anyway, let's see how it runs, if it runs. Obviously a wee bit noisy till it gets all lubed up. Hopefully that'll get a bit quieter. Let's give it a wee bit more power, fighting chance and all that. Well, that's my first Steam Loco repair. Reasonably successful. I still don't understand where it picks up its power from, but hey, at least it's running. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much, James. It lives to steam another day. Take care, everyone. See you next week. Bye for now.